197. What is the question?
Is it Dara O'Brien's hat size?
Oh, hey, that's really hard, Lee.
What a way to start the series. That is unbelievable.
It's 198. Is it, what are the first three numbers of the decade most Googled by the staff of Operation U-Tree?
On a similar note, is it in fact how many times have the Coronation Street writers had to rewrite the script in the last month?
Sorry. Very quiet in the Rovers' return tonight, isn't it?
Wait till the courts throw out. They'll be in.
Is it how many pounds did Amazon pay in tax last year?
Is it?
Fight the power.
Yeah. Is it, what is the combined age of Joan Rivers and a one-year-old?
Is it in fact how many times did I try and vote for the egg-throwing woman on Saturday night?
Is it how many members of Attraction would it take to make a shadow figure of Eric Pickles?
Is it in fact how many Findus lasagnas could you get out of this year's Grand National winner?
Is it, if I watch any 5 minutes of Game of Thrones, what is the average amount of tits I will see? Is it...
How many margarita cocktails can you make from one pizza?
Have you wondered why nobody comes to your Mexican nights anymore?
Is it what number Downing Street has Cameron put Nick Clegg in?
It's the correct answer, 197.
Is it how many baby hamsters can you get in the shoebox?
That is the correct answer.
Oh, yes. I will genuinely give you the right answer.
Is it?
No, it's not.
What's my room number, ladies?
Is it how many intelligence reports have been produced as a result of the PRISM programme?
Absolutely, thank you very much, Hugh. Well done. Very good. Yes, the question I was looking for was, how many intelligence reports has GCHQ generated from the US government surveillance programme PRISM in the last year? This is the news that the US National Security Agency, the NSA, has tapped into the servers of 9 internet companies to track online communication. GCHQ, the British government communications headquarters, has had access to the system since 2010. Are we alarmed and frightened by this development?
No.
No.
Why would you be?
Next question.
Likely dating profiles.
Do you want a man who's comfortable to say the word love? Call me. I'm a Wimbledon umpire.
Hey, do you like it when two bodies come together and fall into great ecstasy? Me too. Let's find some and watch them from the bushes.
Once you go Asian, you'll never go Caucasian.
I like long walks on the beach, a pebble beach, barefoot. I love pain. I love pain! Vegan woman in her 30s seeks vegan man for fun, companionship and joyless dinners out. And would it impress you to know that I typed out this entire profile using my dick?
Lady, age 50, never married, loves books, gardening, knitting and long walks. Seeks a gentleman who's very kind and likes similar things. Must be hung like a hoover.
Sensible man with Bingley Building Society gold account at 1.85%. Seeks woman with similar interest.
Hello, I'm looking for a bloke called Dave. He's been hanging out in Nice, apparently got his trotters up.
Now, man in his 40s, owner of Foldy-Uppy Bike, looking for any woman who's interested in me demonstrating my Foldy-Uppy Bike. Look, it folds up.
Ambitious man with no sense of work-life balance seeks woman... I haven't got time for this.
You could say I'm a bit old-fashioned in that I'm a phenomenal bigot.
Man with huge belly seeks concave woman.
Female, early 60s, high achiever, snappy dressing leader of the Conservative Party, very horny, has the potential to fuck the whole country.
Subject is the West Country. Who? Russell.
How can you not love the West Country? I've genuinely seen graffiti in Bristol during the last Tory campaign. Do you remember, are you thinking what we're thinking? Somebody had written underneath it, is it, do I like what's-its? It's phenomenal. Just wonderful, isn't it? I used to live there. I've moved away from Bristol because I was near a dogging site, which is just a bit odd, right? And, all right, I wasn't into it. I was just near a dogging site, right? And I was talking to my friend. I was like, Jane, why do they do dogging near the house, right? And she looked and went, apparently you got really great views of the Clifton Suspension Bridge. And you're like, well, you've got faith in humanity, haven't you? Just the idea that some... I tell you what, it's only when you're doing the nasty in a cortina that you can truly appreciate the work of Isambard King de Brunei. That, my friend, is craftsmanship. Shall we? No. Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Russell. OK, we're left with Michael and Andy. Let's spin the wheel again. The next subject is North-South Divide. There goes Michael.
Right, yes. Now, I am from the south. Have you noticed? I have been north, up the M1, and I don't know what happens to the word the. It seems to disappear at about junction 25 on the M1, and the word the just goes, that's it from me, I'm getting off. You go on ahead. Are you coming with? No, I'm not interested up there. And then you get there and they don't have, they say, oh, fridge, oh, you're wrong, what are you doing? My first experience of this was when I went to the cinema in Leeds. I saw The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I had more fun asking the woman what it is I'd booked to see than watching the entire movie itself. So what is it I'm seeing here today? Took one, took witch and took wardrobe. What's he talking about? You're hearing this? Are you taking toothpaste? Yes, of course. I thought it might be a nice idea maybe to go to HMV and get a DVD of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, maybe The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and perhaps an album by The, and just line them up on the counter. What is it I've decided to purchase here? Took one, took witch and took wardrobe. Took good, took bad, took ugly. And took. Thank you.
Well done, Michael. And it's Nationality. Who wants to give us?
Hello. I'm of mixed heritage, actually. I talk like a Canadian, but I tolerate my partner's drinking like an Irish girl. I travel a lot, from London to Ireland, and anyone who's flown Heathrow to Cork knows that on your way to the plane, they have signs reminding you how many chances you've got left to get drunk. They're like 6 licensed shops, 2 shops, 1 shop. It's like, what? Before I board an aircraft filled with wine to get to the land of Guinness? And the final shop is right at the gate. And in that shop, there's a sign that says, no ID, no sale. And I'm like, this is an international airport. How about no ID? How'd you get on the plane? It is in the boarding lounge. If a terrorist manages to sneak through levels of security at the world's busiest international airport, give him a pint.
Thank you very much, Catherine Ryan. OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been left with, Milton. Let's spin the wheel. Transport is the topic.
So I've got my own private jet. The rest of the jacuzzi belongs to my mum. If you've got a satnav, don't put the name of the company you're visiting into it. I tried to take some mayonnaise back the other day. I ended up in Helmand Province. I mean, I've got a car, but there's nothing I like better than making a bonfire on the passenger seat. Driving up and down, opening and shutting the electric sunroof and pretending to be a steam train. My uncle, he was a taxi driver, but then one day he left home without any indication. So recently, I was fell walking in the Lake District. Well, it's not quite true. Recently, I fell walking in the Lake District. I was going to tell someone, but the pillar box was full of sugar puffs.
Thank you very much, Milton. OK, in that round, close everyone. Go on, Sebastian. The next round is called Between the Lines. Rory and Hugh, can you make your way to our Mock the Week press pit? In this round, one player takes the role of a famous person making a speech, while the other says what they really mean. Rory, you are George W. Bush making his TV address to the nation. Hugh, tell us what he's really saying.
My fellow Americans.
People of Florida.
2 years ago, I declared that hostilities in Iraq were over.
Unfortunately, nobody told the other side.
See, we proved them wrong in Iraq. They said there was no link between Iraq and Al-Qaeda.
There is now.
What people have to understand is the problem was essentially our lack of intelligence.
People have to understand the problem is essentially my lack of intelligence.
See, problem is people keep putting words in my mouth.
Imagine what it would be like if they didn't.
Well, we will stay in Iraq until the job is done.
We will stay in Iraq until the oil is finished.
Very good. Both of you, congratulations. Rory and you. Points for everyone. Sit down. The next topic is things you won't hear your satnav say.
Don't be angry, but while you were getting petrol, I shagged your iPod.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
In 300 miles, you will realize this gimmicky voice was a terrible mistake.
At the next set of traffic lights, a cyclist is going to pull up next to you and give you a really dirty look like he's better than you. When the light turns green, let's see how good his balance is.
Turn right at the next junction for a bloody good dogging site.
I'll tell you what, darling, how about you get out of the car and let your husband park?
Turn right. Wrong. I didn't say Satnav says.
Welcome to Joburg. Lock the doors, put on your bulletproof vest, and don't leave me here. If you go away and leave me here, I won't be here when you come back.
Bear left, and over to the right, squirrel!
Oh, you just turned me on. Hold on, I've got the map upside down.
Left. Left. Your girlfriend's left.
Next dinner party, you drink and I'll drive.
Did you turn the gas off? Did you lock the door? Did you? Did you? I reckon we should go back. I reckon we should go back.
Where the fuck are we?
Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you can make your way to the performance area, please. I'll call out ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. The first subject is unlikely things to hear on Comic Relief.
And we'd just like to thank the donation of 160,000 turkeys from a Mr. B. Matthews.
Remember, tonight isn't all about comedy. Here's Ben Elton.
Of course, we're also supporting projects in the UK. For example, this is my extension.
My name's Ade. I'm 7 years old, and I have to walk 5 miles every day to get fresh water. So I really don't have time to play footballs with fat celebrities. Fuck off and give me the money.
Right, here's one for you. 3 Ethiopians walk into a bar.
If we remove all these villagers' cataracts, one day they might be able to make our shoes.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. Some of those kids are fatter than I am.
And remember, 20% of everything you give goes directly to a grinning warlord wearing a necklace of human finger bones.
This village had 1 goat until I ate it.
Later, Dawn French will be climbing into a bath of beans. Not for charity, it's her supper.
We're from the Maasai tribe. When are we going to get that money for that ident we did?
Let's spin the wheel. Who's going to win the race? The next topic is Scotland. Frankie.
Scotland is officially the most obese nation in Europe. You'd have to wonder what we'd be like if it wasn't for all the heroin. They were talking about making the next Bond Scottish. I was glad they didn't, you know, because Bond was always travelling to all these different countries. If he was Scottish, he'd never get out the duty-free. Come on, Bond, we've only got 18 hours to save the world. It's all very well, Q. You've seen the price of these little bottles of Stella. Always drinking, Bond, never actually gets drunk. It would have been good to see it just once. Try to phone Q in his ring. I fucking love you, man!
Funny boy! Let's see what Fred has been left with. Let's spin the wheel. The topic is etiquette.
Which... I think there's been a deterioration in etiquette, there's been a deterioration in manners, and there's been a deterioration in language. And as a Scot, you know, we're often accused of using the F word too much. And, you know, that could be true. I think, though, it suits the pattern of our voice. It suits the rhythm of our speech. It actually fits in quite nicely. But I think I have found the epitome of the overuse of the F word. It happened at a St Johnstone versus Partick Thistle football match, and the detail is vital in padding out the routine. It was in McDermott Stadium, a stadium that can hold 10,000 people, they've been told. And 5 minutes into the second half, something happened on the pitch that the man 5 rows in front of me was not at all happy about, and he stood up and he pointed at the pitch and he shouted, "Fucking! Boo!" Because, you know, sometimes boo just isn't enough.
At the end of that round, I'm giving the points to Andy and Fred. Come back here. Our next round is called Headliners. Here's a picture of Centre Court at Wimbledon. But what does RBWF stand for?
Is it really boring watch football?
Regular bunch of white folk.
Is it? Russin' bussin' winner Federer.
Bussin' winner Federer. What's that then?
What is that? Is that like
I think that's from Scooby-Doo.
As Captain Caveman commentating on...
Is it replace balls with fruit?
All right, let's move towards the correct answer if we can,
really
please.
Both Williams's fellas?
Is it simply rich bastards watch final?
There was a touch of that, all right, yeah.
Excellent.
More tennis for the people.
For those, is it record-breaking Wimbledon final?
It is record-breaking Wimbledon final. Thank you very much. You'll watch it? We're excited.
Do you know the most amazing thing about the final? Tim Henman commentating on the final. What does he know about it?
To be honest, none of us were interested. As soon as Murray got knocked out, we weren't bothered. And it was hilarious how fickle we were. We were like, "Come on, Andy, do it for Britain. Game, set, match, Roddick. You Scottish bastard!" Straight away.
Andy Murray, I think, is, like, we've got to admit, he's a brilliant British number one.
Yes.
We're not taking anything away from him, but let's not forget the British number 2 is actually Adrian Chiles. And the number 3 is just the concept of disappointment. For many years, there wasn't a British number 1. It just started at 2. Did you see the other British guys that got knocked out in the first round? Some of those guys turned up with snooker cues.
I mean, you're right, Frankie, because I, in fact, had 2 weeks at the David Lloyd Tennis Centre, and I'm now Britain's number 6.
It's not just Britain that's bad, though. What happened to the lesbians? They used to dominate Wimbledon. Where are they now? Well, I really miss that smell of pipe smoke in the ladies' locker room.
What I like about Andy Murray, right, is he's, like, beyond Scottish. He's, like, almost translucent. He's like a living porridge. Sometimes the sun would strike him in a certain way and he'd cast a rainbow against the scoreboards. No wonder people couldn't beat him. They couldn't see him. It must have been like playing Predator or something.
If you watch Wimbledon, I loved it. It was really great because the cameramen this year were proper perverts.
Yeah.
Every time a point was played, they're like, "Right, let's have a look. She will do." Did you see there was one clip where this girl with massive tatty bojangles was literally
jumping up and down?
Yeah,
I saw that.
In slow motion going... And McEnroe actually said, "God damn." Yeah.
literally the highlight.
I've not to be honest, Mike, I watched that in high def, and in 1080, that was phenomenal.
They always cut to the beautiful wife or girlfriend in the box. They always do that. I wish, now looking back, I'd really tried at tennis and got to this level, and then I'd have gone out with the fattest pig I could have and sat her up there. So they said, oh, Skinner playing really well, and there's his, oh, my God. Looks like he's given her a few backhanders.
We've been out to see at Batty Bojangles, or what are they called?
What's Tatty Bojangles? But the thing is, the best thing about...
You don't use that during love play, I hope.
I'm talking about my girlfriend.
It sounds like an imaginary friend a child would have who behaves inappropriately. Oh dear, Mr. Tatty Bojangles is here again. I'll never be able to get to sleep tonight.
Who spilled the milk on the floor? Tatty Bojangles.
Anyways, the other great thing about the cameramen is some of the replays were outstanding, because for some reason Wimbledon seemed to employ the oldest ladies they could to be line judges. So these poor women haven't got a chance of getting the way out of these 137 miles per hour serves. There was one old woman, you could literally see it just go whack and smack her in the face, and they replayed it. Just see this poor lady go... and all the... Their work, love. Well, I've got Spalding on my face, so no!
I love the screaming, you know, the screaming and the grunting. Actually, the neighbours asked me to keep it down.
In the final, they cut to a shot of Woody Allen and Soon G sitting in the crowd. And I was trying to read his lips, and it looked like he was saying, no, don't buy an ice cream. That just makes me look like a... Don't buy an ice cream. And will you stop calling me Dad?
Everybody was interested in when the roof closed, and I thought, that's not the exciting bit. The exciting bit is when the roof opens and the umpire's chair goes back and Thunderbird 1 takes off.
Well, that was the thing, wasn't it? They said the roof would stop moments like Cliff Richard singing because it was raining. You think, that's a lot of expense to go to stop Cliff Richard singing. You can get a gun in Brixton for 60 quid.
What I love about Wimbledon in general, it's the only sport that has its own fruit. You know, strawberries. Imagine doing that at Millwall. Lovely game. Guava?
What is the grunting about? I'd like to see them doing it in, like, the snooker or something.
Yeah. Bad things for a teacher to say.
Fight! 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 Fight!
You know the rules, Thomas. If you forget your PE kit, I take the lesson in my pants.
I'm a gun runner, robber and murderer, but the Home Office think I'm clean.
Are you chewing, boy? This is the worst blowjob I've had all day.
I don't know the answer, Watkins. I just do this job for the holidays.
It turns out you're not dyslexic, you're just really, really stupid.
I've been at this school for over 40 years. I buggered your fathers, and I will bugger you.
OK, at the end of that, ladies and gentlemen, the winners are Ian, Hugh and Frankie. We start tonight with a round called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topical image and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, what's going on here?
That looks like Michael Gove easing himself onto a hard Brexit.
Maybe just so simple. A poor person has just walked in the room.
Is this what happens when you wake up and you realise that you're Michael Gove?
I think he's realised that wasn't just a fart.
He looks like a haunted Pez dispenser.
Could you imagine if you bought a blow-up doll and you took it home and blew it up and it looked like...
I reckon what you can't see behind it is Boris just stabbing away at him in the back.
He's just had a fantastic idea, that's all. He's just had a moment of political epiphany. He goes, wait, I know, what if we ruined everything?
OK, you tell me exactly what it is?
Yes, it's Michael Gove.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wow. Yes, this is a picture of Conservative MP Michael Gove. He was in the news this week after he suggested that the government should lift the public sector pay cap whilst pressure mounted on Theresa May and Philip Hammond to ease austerity. A number of them said this. He apparently did. Boris Johnson has said this. What makes it unfortunate about the timing that they're suddenly calling for a lifting of the public service pay cap?
Because it's about a week after they voted against it.
Yeah! It's amazing. Like relatively empty words at this stage.
It is almost as though this government haven't got a clue what they're doing.
It's almost like a satnav sort of leading the country at the moment. It's just on make a U-turn where possible.
It's an amazing decision to give Minister for the Environment to someone who looks like they've never been outside before.
He does have the look of the sickly Victorian child.
Yeah, he looks like he drowned in a well.
He's also he's going to clash with May, though, isn't he? Because he's also Minister of Agriculture, isn't he? So he's got to stop her running through the wheat fields.
I feel uncomfortable with Pick all the time on the way he looks, because, you know, he can't help that. You know, it's his policies that are ugly, not just the fact he looks like Pob's dad.
What else did he say? What else did he announce this week?
So basically we're stopping foreign fishermen coming into our inshore waters so they can't scoop up our nappies and our turds.
British turds.
Yeah, British beaches. I think you'll find that is a British shopping trolley, senor.
What I imagine now is that if I was in charge of a European trawler now, I would take it right up to the edge of that 12 miles and I'd have loads of fish food and I'd just dump it in the sea so all the fish come across. Just...
Because it is 6 to 12 miles, that's all it is. And 6 to 12 miles in a kind of an environment in which fish can move very easily.
We've kept ourselves a very small strip, haven't we? We've essentially given ourselves a fishing Brazilian.
Yes.
I think they're going to police it by stopping the foreign boats coming in by having Gove out on a rock somewhere, just in a pair of Speedos like that. They'll be like, oh my God!
But what, like a sign, like Michael Gove lying across the rocks, luring Spanish fishermen to their death.
Oh my God, look at that disappointing blow-up dog!
No matter. Pedro. It's crime. Away you go.
So, I had my cheese grater stolen. I got burgled, not for the cheese grater. When you get burgled, everyone says the same thing to you. Oh, tell you what the worst thing about being burgled is? It's knowing that a stranger's been through your things. You go, no. It's not the worst thing about being burgled, is knowing a stranger has my things. If they had just been browsing, I wouldn't have given a shit. Offer me two options. One, come home, my laptop is gone. Or two, come home, find a stranger in my room going, well, I like this T-shirt, but, have you got it in a large? I thought my dad had said I've been burgled. He said, we know why you've been burgled and we haven't. It's because we're in the neighbourhood watch. I said, no, it isn't. It's because you live in Devon. A small village in the middle of nothing, but mile upon mile of moorland. I mean, no one's going to burgle you, because whatever they took, it wouldn't cover their petrol money. From what I can tell, the only proactive thing the neighbourhood watch does is once a month they have a meeting. All that does, it tells burglars for one night out of every 30. All houses are empty and unwatched. There's this paranoia about crime back in Devon, where I'm from. Went back recently, went into the local co-op, and it's a tiny co-op in a tiny village. But I went up to the desk, and there was a sign that said, did you know we now do legal advice? And obviously my first reaction was, no. And to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised you did sugar puffs. So... the co-op now doing legal advice? There's too many people coming in going, I'll have 10 silk cut, a Viennetta, and I've killed a man.
Well done, very good. Well done, both of you.
OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is race. Who wants to come on that?
I remember that day. The Interracial Arm Wrestling World Championships. I'm a white man. Thank you. I'm a white man, which means that a lot of people hate me these days. But I'm a white man, so it doesn't matter. Literally the same. Not just that, I'm a young, white, middle-class, straight man. In the game of life, that is what's called a royal flush. I hit the jackpot, OK? I got lucky as shit, so everyone thinks my life is easy. Everyone thinks I've got it simple, but that's because they don't know my struggle, OK? My day-to-day, the shit I have to deal with on a daily basis. Do you know how often I'm sat in a coffee shop and someone asks me to watch their laptop for them? Just let me live my life! Yes, I am trustworthy, but don't assume that based on my appearance, OK? That is still discrimination. And yes, in this Cafe Nero, surrounded by all these mums, I'm unlikely to steal your Dell computer when I'm clearly already using a MacBook Pro. A superior laptop. But don't get too relaxed. I could just easily steal that Dell and repurpose it as a gift for someone I don't respect. Hard part for me about being those 5 things, that royal flush, is being a comedian. That's the hard part, because you're constantly told art comes from pain, right? To make great art, you've got to experience pain along the way in childhood or whatever, then harness that pain, turn it into art down the line. But I don't know the meaning of the word pain. I've never experienced any true pain. First time I even saw the word pain, I was in a patisserie.
We play a round called Trumpty Dumpty Sat in the Wall. This game involves Angela and Hal. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round's a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. This first subject is growing old. Who wants to come in on that? Angela.
No, I recently turned 40, and I want to reassure anyone younger, turning 40 is really easy. My friend turned 40 recently. She made a bucket list, right? She said to me, you're going to make a bucket list. And I said, do you know what I hear when I hear bucket list? I hear admin. That's what I hear. They're always so ambitious, aren't they? It's like, oh, I want to go to the Taj Mahal, I want to swim with dolphins. The only thing I could think of that I genuinely would want to put on my bucket list is that one day, I'd like to put half a packet of biscuits back in a cupboard. But getting old, growing old in this country looks scary, and it's looking scarier and scarier. You know, by the time I get to old age, there won't be care homes anymore, will there? It'll just be an OAP rescue centre. So it'll be like Battersea Dog Zone. This idealistic young couple will come in, they'll get shown around. This is Maud, she likes knitting, gardening, casual racism. Why don't you take her home? That's what it'll be. So we have to worry about these things. We do, because we're all living longer, aren't we? There's so many 100-year-olds in this country now, the Queen's had to get a Moonpig account to keep up. This is my plan for old age. If I get there, right, if I get to my 80s, I am going to spend every single day doing Class A hardcore drugs. Why wouldn't you? Well, you don't have to get up in the morning, do you? Right? You'll never have trouble finding a vein. I'll tell you something, you might not be able to afford to heat your bungalow, but I bet you can afford to heat a teaspoon, then you won't give a shit how cold you are. No-brainer, innit?
Thank you very much, Angela. In other news, what has the government promised motorists this week?
They've said that if your ticket machine is broken, then you can just park there. Which is basically going to lead to people getting to the ticket machine, seeing they've got no change, getting the baseball bat out the back of their car.
I've got no change, but I do have a baseball bat.
What sort of impulse purchase is that? No, just a bar of chocolate, please. Hello, are they baseball bats?
I do think it is a weird strategy, because what you're saying is we're going to make it OK for you to park by a broken meter. So, you know, a solution seems to be fix the meters. Do you know what I mean? Rather than make it OK to park next to broken ones. It's like saying, well, you know, all the trains are late and we know they never arrive, you know, when they're supposed to. So what we decided to do to tackle the problem, we've decided to abandon the concept of time. So nobody's ever going to be late for anything.
Are you late, or are you not late, or are you simply never? Has it not arrived to you? At the information desk. And people go, I'm not sure you'll be able to help me. Oh, will I not be able to help you? I'm blowing your mind.
Why has Pickles done this now? I reckon all that's happened is recently Eric Pickles got a parking ticket when he was only 10 minutes late, and he's thought, oh, I could do something about this.
I'll tell you what he looks like there. He looks like Trago Mills.
You crossed me for the last time, Mr. Bond.
His hat, rather weirdly, has got the face of an owl, if you look at it.
By the way, an interesting related note, what did Labour promise for everyone this week on Twitter?
Oh, owls.
Genuinely owls. The Labour Twitter feed, they claim, got hacked with the words, everybody should have his own owl. Right? This is sinister. This is Trago Mills. He's infiltrated both political parties at the same time.
Well, I don't know. I think it's giving birds of prey away. I think it's a quick fix, but it's not a long-term solution.
I'm just very sad. I live on my own. I was looking forward to getting an owl to talk to. All I've got is my Henry Hoover.
If you lived at home with an owl and said, oh, just you and me now, owl, and then the owl just slowly turned its head away. OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Josh, Angela and Andy! OK, now we play a game called What on Earth? I show the panel a topical image from somewhere in the world and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, teens, what on earth is this?
This is actually what goes on inside crackers.
Is this a photo of the sperm in Santa's testicles?
Maybe it's a picture of us in 30 years' time.
Oh, God,
yeah,
but still in show business. This is a convention of professional Father Christmases in America held recently. The Amalgamated Order of Real Bearded Santas have fallen out with members of other groups, such as the Red Suit Society, over accusations of unethical behaviour and unfair booking fees.
You've got to think about the commitment that it takes. Look at those men. This is not a 1 month a year thing. This is 12 months a year they look like arseholes. Right? They don't always dress like that, but they do always have that beard.
What would you do if someone turned up in your house, right, in your bedroom, dressed as Santa Claus?
At this age?
Yeah. Would you take the risk that maybe this is Santa? Or would you beat him to death? Perhaps killing Santa? Personally, I would hedge my bets and make love to him.
Well, while you're doing that, be sure to give the beard a good yank. So at least you'll know if he's in the proper amalgamated order.
Surely you could question him. Surely there's something between killing him and making love to him. Surely there's some other...
Not in Frankie's world.
I think I've bisected it directly.
What an amazing Crime Watch reconstruction that would be as well. Just a blacked-out Santa. I was only trying to give him presents.
By the way, there is genuinely... I mean, they've fallen out. There's a unionised group of Santas who've fallen out with another unionised, and they're taking court cases against each other. There's threats against each other.
Well, of course they're fighting, because there can only be one real Santa. Naturally, they're not going to get along.
What is particularly good is that one union of Santa Claus doesn't believe in the existence of the other union of Santa Claus.
you let him go? What if you let him go? You accepted his story that he was Santa Claus.
Are we still in your room? Surely the next step for that Santa is going to be him at the next house weeping on the floor. What happened, Santa?
No, there is. It is. It's just the hideous commercialisation of it all.
I was in my local Tesco's. It was September, and they were selling Christmas stuff. September, they were selling Christmas cake, Christmas pudding, and mince pies. And I swear this is true. Mince pies with a best before date of November the 12th. Now, explain that one. Oh, we can have a mince pie any day of the year. You only have them at Christmas, and you don't even like them then. In the same shop, do you know what was really sad? They were selling single slices of Christmas cake. Well done on awing. That is the most depressing... Not even 2 slices, maybe for a couple, couldn't be arsed making a cake. No, 1 slice for you and your no pals. That is miserable. See, image of some guy going, I'll have that after me Bernard Matthews turkey drummer. Standing on one end of a Christmas cracker.
What if he's wearing the Santa jerkin, but he's got no trousers on and a balaclava? What then?
He's a half-naked burglar with a red jacket on. This is changing all the time.
Maybe that's how Santa got killed in the first place. Maybe one night he went...
Santa get killed?
But at the beginning of the show, I'm Frankie Boyle, and this is a very different Mock the Week.
That's exactly how I was hoping this would pan out.
Things you wouldn't hear on a medical show.
I'm sorry, I know nothing about the inner workings of the human body. Honestly, hand on my heart, it's...
I'm Dr. Christian, and remember, however embarrassing your condition is, you'll never look as weird as I do.
Health officials have shut down the village fete. Apparently there was an outbreak of tombola.
I think we've got the balance about right here. The hospital is clean, but the nurses are filthy.
We'll be starting the procedure by numbing your breasts. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom.
Well, that really is an enormous growth, Mr. Thomas. I think it might be better to leave it and remove you. Please let me assure you it's perfectly normal and the swelling will go down. It's just that I find you really attractive.
And if you've been affected by any of the issues on embarrassing bodies tonight, think how I feel. I had to touch it.
So, if you'd like to bend over, I'm just going to check your prostate. Maybe slightly uncomfortable. I'm going in now. Look! No hands!
Now, our next guest, believe it or not, is both a poo and a lice inspector. Sorry, police inspector.
Of course I know what I'm doing. Give me the defibrillator. I'm going to defib something.
Yes, I'm afraid it's the big C. Yep. Jeremy Hunt is paying the hospital a visit.
This week on Embarrassing Bodies, FIFA. I'm afraid there's been a problem with your X-ray. He's put a sex tape of you up on the internet.
This is where obese people need to step up to the plate, step away from the plate.
So I'm off to give blood, or as I like to call it, self-harm for a biscuit.
People say, give blood, but it really freaked the kids out on Christmas morning.
Welcome to another episode of Bush Doctors, or as I call them, gynecologists.
In just 1 week on a lad's holiday, Kevin got an STD, had his stomach pumped and lost a finger. Legend!
Now we come to scenes we'd like to see, so if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, please. I'll read out this week's topics, and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely lines from a horror film.
You've got a flat-screen TV and brand-new trainers. I know what you did last summer.
I'm sorry, it's just you look nothing like your photo in Match.com.
Is there anybody there? Can you hear me? Is there anybody there? This is the Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show.
That was Mayor Boris Johnson with his official statement on the riots.
You seen the traffic? It's a nightmare on Elm Street.
And now, Alan Bennett's long-awaited remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Nantwich Leaf Blower kerfuffle.
What do you want? What do you want? No, I'm not paying too much for my car insurance.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. So I gave Mark's dinner party an 8.
Do you like scary movies, Sydney? Oh, sorry, is Sydney there, please?
If you don't keep up payments to your exorcist, there's a danger that your home will become repossessed.
Joke's on you, Dracula. I've got AIDS.
I ate his liver with some jelly beans and a nice ombongo.
I've seen the ring! I wish that builder would pull his trousers up.
I don't have to listen to you. You're just a puppet. If you don't shut up, I'm going to put you back in your box, Mr. Clegg.
I'm afraid he's been bitten by George Michael. He's turned into a vampire.
The first subject is things you wouldn't hear on a kids' TV show.
Thunderbirds are go! Is what I shout at orgasm.
No, Lala, I'm afraid you're not Teletubby, you're Tele-obese, and if you're not careful, you'll get Tele-diabetes.
Don't ask your parents' permission before you phone. Those dicks will only say no.
And on today's Horrible Histories, a 1970s episode of Top of the Pops.
Right, young Womble, today we're going to destroy the Wimbledon Tennis Championships and get rid of all this dog poo from the common. Get yourself a golf club.
Well, if you're not having an affair, whose square pants are these?
Well, things are hotting up in Balamory. Archie's been radicalised.
Well, Miss Hooley, I'm wondering if I'm going to be regretting this job in 14 years.
Mr. Tumble, you're 43. Grow up, for fuck's sake.
Johnny's dad said, do your revision. So Johnny left school and entered the Eurovision Song Contest.
Daddy Bear said, somebody's been sleeping in my bed. And Mummy Bear said, it was probably your whore, Linda.
Just 3 more blobs of glue, and that's a massive cock and balls there.
And the janitor would have got away with it, too, if it hadn't been for the photographs he'd taken of those pesky kids.
Yodel delivery driver Pat. Yodel delivery driver Pat. He's thrown your parcel in a hedge.
And now it's time for our resident band of children violinists. Please welcome the Kitty Fiddlers.
And now, Peppa Pig is a recipe on Saturday Kitchen.
Let's see what's happening over at the Magic Roundabout. Yep, more dogging.
And just remember, your Blue Peter badge can get you in free at over 200 strip clubs and lap dancing establishments.
Look, Iggle Piggle, it's the Ninky Nonk. Oh, the Nink... Olivier said my Hamlet made him weep like a little girl.
Subject is the West Country.
I'll say this.
Who? Russell.
How can you not love the West Country? I've genuinely seen graffiti in Bristol during the last Tory campaign. Do you remember, are you thinking what we're thinking? Somebody had written underneath it, is it, do I like what's-its? It's phenomenal. It's wonderful, isn't it? I used to live there. I've moved away from Bristol because I was near a dogging site, which is just a bit odd, right? And, all right, I wasn't into it. I was just near a dogging site, right? And I was talking to my friend. I was like, Jane, why do they do dogging near the house, right? And she looked and went, apparently you got really great views of the Clifton Suspension Bridge. And you're like, well, you've got faith in humanity, haven't you? Just the idea that I tell you what, it's only when you're doing the nasty in a Cortina that you can truly appreciate the work of Isambard King of Brunei. That, my friend, is craftsmanship. Shall we? Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Arthur. OK, we're left with Michael and Andy. Let's spin the wheel again. The next subject is North-South Divide. There goes Michael.
Right, yes. Now, I am from the south. Have you noticed? I have been north up the M1, and I don't know what happens to the word the. It seems to disappear at about junction 25 on the M1, and the word the just goes, that's it from me, I'm getting off. You go on ahead. Are you coming with? No, I'm not interested up there. And then you get there, and they don't have, they say, oh, fridge, oh, you're going up, what are you doing? My first experience of this was when I went to the cinema in Leeds. I saw The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I had more fun asking the woman what it is I'd booked to see than watching the entire movie itself. So what is it I'm seeing here today? Toot one, toot witch and toot wardrobe. What's he talking about? Are you hearing this? Are you taking toothpaste? Yes, of course. I thought it might be a nice idea maybe to go to HMV and get a DVD of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, maybe The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and perhaps an album by The. And just line them up on the counter. What is it I've decided to purchase here? Took one, took which, took wardrobe. Took good, took button, took way. And took. Thank you.
Well done, Michael. OK, here we go. Let's have a look at the first topic. And the first subject is relationships. Ellie.
So I've got quite a close relationship with my sister, and she's got my little nephew, Henry, who is a prick. No, he is. Don't take his side. You haven't met him. Because before he came along, I was the youngest in the family. I was the baby of the family, which we all know is the socially acceptable way for saying favourite. A role I was born to play until my sister, Slaggy McSlaggerson, got herself knocked up by some dude she had barely been married to for 6 years. Suddenly it was all about her and the baby within. Now, initially, naively, I did actually get quite excited about the pregnancy, because I think especially from, like, a female point of view, you wouldn't be human if you didn't get excited about your sister putting on a lot of weight. Had a lot of fun with that. We did. I changed her ringtone to the sound of a large lorry reversing. Just sisterly banter, really. But the banter stopped when the baby came, because suddenly it was all about him. No one paid me any attention anymore. Like, I don't know if you've ever had, like, sort of a family dinner with a small child around. It's a nightmare. There's food being thrown, there's shit everywhere, there's tits hanging out. You name it, I tried it, still nothing. Thank you.
OK, very good. OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been given. Spin the wheel. And the topic is entertainment.
I'm reading a book at the moment. It's called The Anticlimax. The first part is good. I see Rihanna had to cancel a concert because she got salmonella. Ella. I also see that down by the Thames they're making another wheel, this time dedicated to Mary Poppins, called the London Umdiddle-Diddle-Umdiddle-I. My grandmother, she got her scarf caught in one of those Ferris wheels, but she did regain consciousness. After all, what goes around... I was in a nativity play once. I was the man who scares the children because he comes into the hall on the wrong day to play badminton. Lionel Richie says hello, by the way. The other day I saw a sheep pole dancing in a kebab shop.
Thank you very, very much. OK. Getting that round the point. Got a bit to go. Let's go back. The first subject is festivals. Who wants to come in on that? Kevin.
Festivals. Nice picture there. That's actually me on your left. So, I was at a Christian rock festival. I never really meant to be there. I was just passing through this Christian rock festival and there was a stall set up that said a free toastie for all of God's children. So I thought, sham on. I said, how's it going, mate? Can I have a toastie? And the guy said, are you a Christian? And I thought, well, if I'm not a Christian, am I not getting a toastie? That's not very Christian. And with this, the guy crumbled and stood back to reveal a chalkboard and he said, OK, you can have cheese or cheese and ham. And I thought, I'll just cheese, mate, because I'm a Jew.
Milton, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is jobs.
I used to work at a Christian rock festival selling toasties. The best day was when I sold this Jewish bloke some yellow ham. My dad was a dustman. I didn't like him coming to collect us from school, though. Not because I was ashamed he was a dustman, it's just you never knew which day he was going to come. The rest of my family were police marksmen. Apart from my grandfather, he was a bank robber. He died quite recently, surrounded by his family. My uncle, he's a police frogman. No, sorry, he's a French policeman. I used to work in a supermarket. It was my job to hand out samples of things for people to taste. But I was asked to leave after the little cups of bleach incident. After that, I worked in a pathology lab, but I was asked to leave after one of my reports said cause of death, autopsy.
Let's kick off with a round called Inside the Mind of. With the G8 conference fast approaching, we clamber inside the mind of the American president. Can anyone tell me what the voices inside George W. Bush's head might be saying? Roy?
Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
You want a drink. If you have a drink, everything will be all right. You can silence me with a drink.
John?
Are they saying, George, even we, as an abstract version of your inner soul, would like to completely disown you?
Charlie?
Kyoto is the dog in The Wizard of Oz.
Frankie?
Are they saying, if you step on the cracks in the pavement, George, we have to invade Syria?
I'm saying, gee, there's a lot of room in here.
Are they getting ready for next week? It's Tony's coming to Washington. Look busy.
OK, Grant, so enough of those. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause to everyone there. The subject is media. Who wants to come in on that? Jack.
You hear the weirdest things on news reports. I was watching one a couple of months ago about the Californian forest fires. I genuinely heard a man say that apparently 300 mobile homes have been destroyed. Now, I don't know whether there are that many advantages to a mobile home, if any, but one of the main ones, the big selling point of the mobile home, is that you're not really tied down to an area, especially if the said area is on fire. I also saw the most ludicrous one ever, which was a guy on the news, a so-called expert, say that apparently obesity is now a bigger threat to this country than Al-Qaeda. It's definitely not. What would you rather have sat opposite you on the train on your way home? Some mental guy with a beard and like a 100-yard stare with a rucksack full of Semtex? Or just a jolly little fat kid with a rucksack full of Quavers? That's not me, like, belittling obesity, because actually my mum has quite a lot of issues with her weight. She uses those dieting pills, although I did have to point out to her the other day they don't work if you butter them.
Now we play a round called My Mock Shake Brings All the Boys to the Yard. This game involves Milton Jones and Ed Gamble, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launched a wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that topic. OK, here we go. First subject, please. And the first topic is relationships. Ed.
So I've just moved in with my girlfriend. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Cheers, thanks for the support, Mum. That's good of you. It's good, it's exciting. The first time I've lived with a girl. Obviously, we're finding out a lot more about each other that we didn't know before. What I found out about her is she's kinder, funnier, more sensitive than I ever realised. What we've both found out about me is I am a terrible, terrible prick and so difficult to live with. Because it turns out I am a tidy person. I didn't realise. I thought I was normal. But apparently it is not normal to have a favourite J-cloth. She is a messy, messy lady. She is unbelievable. She's laid back, no worries. She says that a lot. No, who has no worries? Are you dead? Are you a robot? What's wrong with you? You should wake up, worry, go to bed. That is a full day as far as I'm concerned. She genuinely said this out loud the other day. Hakuna Matata. And I'm starting to think the actual Swahili translation of that is doesn't hoover. Because there is underwear everywhere. This is an odd side effect of living with a girl that I did not fully anticipate. I no longer find women's underwear sexually titillating in any way whatsoever. Because I used to be able to just see underwear and that was enough to get me excited. Didn't have to be a woman in it. Just be a bra on the floor and I'd go, ooh, boobs were there. That's enough. Now, nothing like that. I see a pair of knickers now, it's just something the remote control might be under.
Well done, Obama. Very good. That leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is medicine.
I have to go to the chemist soon to collect my prescription. Not from PC World like last time. Those tablets were very difficult to swallow. Recently, I went to the chiropractors, or as they call them in the capital of Egypt, the practors. And I put my back out trying to shoot horses, but it turns out the World Health Organization aren't trying to eradicate polo. My dad was a doctor, my mum was a nurse. They had 6 children. We all left home early. Well, they needed the beds. I remember the birthday I asked for that game, Operation. 3 years I waited. I was talking to a nurse the other day. She said the main problem facing the NHS is Holby City. Actually, she might have said obesity.
Well done. In that hand, points go to Ed Campbell. Right in the back. Lines you wouldn't hear in a TV detective show.
Next up, on Channel 5, a woman has a painful wrist in RSI Miami.
Of course I dusted for Prince. I'm his cleaner, and he prefers to be known as the artist formerly known as Prince.
How did I recognise him from just his genitalia? Well, it was the red and blue paisley pyjamas around the outside.
Do you not speak Danish?
This week, Rosemary and Thyme are joined by 2 Indian detectives. Turmeric and chili.
You're going to arrest me for making lewd and childish innuendos? I hope you don't expect me to come quietly.
This week, there's panic in Midsummer as they meet their first black man.
Ah, you said it was a whodunit. Yeah, we arrested Hugh Dennis.
I think I have solved it, Watson. No shit, Sherlock.
There has been a heinous crime committed on the Orient Express. Somebody has done a shit while the train was still in a station.
Leave me alone, Watson. I'm going to go back into my mind palace and have the wank of a lifetime.
Yeah. The murderer has cut out the victim's tongue. Let's get that back to the lab. I've got some envelopes need licking.
Now, Constable, the fact that you've had to redo the chalk outline 17 times should surely be an indication that the victim is still alive.
I shoot my gun like I shoot my load into my hand.
You're under arrest. You're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say means you'll be an actor rather than an extra and you get paid a bit more.
So you say that at the time of the murder, you were hosting Daybreak on ITV. So there's no witnesses to corroborate.
Hello, we're the fashion police. Let's see the body. Oh, blue with green. He deserves to die.
Next round of call is This Is the Answer. What is the question? On the board are 6 categories. Dane, which category would you like?
I'll take sport, please.
Sport, OK.
Yes.
Your category is sport. The answer is 24. What is the question?
What's my age when it comes to young person's rail cards forever?
That's not the correct answer, but it's a good scheme.
Is it the number of people Jesus could have sat at the Last Supper if he'd used both sides of the table?
Very good point.
Is it, according to Nigel Farage, how many of the Turkish population will be living in Turkey in 2020?
Is it how many English hooligans you need to take down one Russian ultra?
Is it, once the initial novelty has worn off, how many times a day does the average person regret buying that cuckoo clock?
Is it the age at which porn films think you're a MILF?
How many dance troupes was I kicked out of for being too edgy?
How many more movies are left in the Fast and Furious franchise?
Is it how many people in France went to work this morning?
Is it after what age is life just an increasingly speedy descent into despair?
Is it when an English person and a European person share an advent calendar, how many chocolates does the English person think they deserve?
Is it, on average, how many hours sleep do you get every night when you're dead?
It sounds nice.
It's not that. No, it's not that. No,
this one's about football, isn't it? Is it how many teams are in the Euros?
Yes, it
yes,
is.
please.
Well done. The next topic is unlikely things to hear at Wimbledon.
Well, at 2 sets down, let's see what he's got in his locker. He's not going to be there for about 20 minutes. I've got a crowbar.
Serena Williams has been seeded. You've got to admire the bravery of that bloke.
Hello, I'm Sue Barker. You may remember my father, Chew Barker.
Well, they say that the All England Club is a bit behind the times, and that's why this small boy has just had his hand chopped off for stealing a strawberry.
I am a tennis umpire and gay, and it wasn't easy to come out.
What a fantastic slice, but I do think the All England Club will insist she wears knickers again next year.
Fuck off, Tim!
Well, how did the umpire get up there? I think he must have used a set bladder.
Of course, this year the British players play a lot better. If we look at this graph, we see huge biceps and an angry... Sorry, Steffi, wrong graph.
And for any of our Scottish viewers, what you can see there in that glass of Pimm's is fruit.
Andy Murray here. Andy Murray not being able to make it here today, but we do have his cab driver on the other line. Can you tell us what's occurred? I can't get out the cab!
And the mound has taken a real pounding in the last fortnight. I think the All England Club are fine with it as long as it doesn't affect her tennis.
The first subject is parenting.
I'll take this. We have 2 children in our house. 2 boys. One is 4 months old and the other is 21 months old. Yeah. We didn't want there to be too big a gap, so my wife had them both by cesarean. To be honest with you, the 4-month-old, he's already more of a man than I've ever been, because he's already mastered the art of the casual vomit, something I could never do. When I'm sick, it's a biblical event, it's coming out my nose, I'm pulling muscles in my back, but he's so cool with it. He'll puke, and then he'll look at you like you just did it, you know. What's this? That was you? Don't think so, doesn't sound like it. But it's amazing the pressure that can build up inside a small child. It's got the puke flies out and the piss flies out and the shit. Honestly, if I was to feed him creosote instead of milk, I could do me fence with him. The thing we've been careful about, though, is even though I have 2 boys, I didn't name either of them after me. Because I didn't want to have that big Ed, little Ed thing. Because when you call him one of your sons Little Ed, it just sounds too much like you're talking about your cock. Oh, Little Ed's been misbehaving. It just seems a bit... Honey, will you just hold Little Ed? Just hold Little Ed for just a minute. Hold Little Ed. Oh, Little Ed's been sick on you. It's just not...
Thank you very much, Frank. OK, that leaves us with Gary. Let's see what you've been left with. OK, let's spin that wheel. And the topic is celebrity.
Celebrity. They've started a celebrity magazine for the elderly. It's called Hello, Hello, Hello. Uri Geller, surprisingly hard to stab. Malcolm X chose that name rather than admit he'd accidentally put a kiss at the end of a text message. I went to see Walt Disney on Ice. Bit disappointing, it's just an old bloke in a freezer. The new president of France said this week that English speakers were arrogant in their refusal to learn foreign languages. At least I think that's what he said. But it all just sounded like haw-hee-haw, haw-hee-haw. And remember, that's not racist if it's about the French. I'd have £5 on the Dalai Lama if I was a Tibetan man. When they buried the man who invented Tetris, the whole cemetery disappeared. As well as 7 years in prison here, Abu Hamza could be deported to the United States where he could face the electric chair. But on the plus side, if he is electrocuted, at least he can just stick his hook in the air and pretend to be a bumper car.
Point to both of you. Come on back. Unlikely agony aunt letters.
Dear Deirdre, I have recently become obsessed with a woman and begun stalking her. Look out of the window.
My partner won't give me oral sex, which is really annoying, because that's the only reason I formed the coalition with him in the first place.
My wife says I don't feel anything, which is a problem, and there was something else. Oh, yes, I'm on fire.
I'm 26, my girlfriend's 36. Is 10 years too big an age gap? Because her daughter's 16, she's a right little soul.
I have recently met a woman who makes me feel young again. She's 167.
Dear Auntie, I'm a very, very nervous person, and sudden noises really startle me. In fact, even if I hear a buzzer, a bit of wee comes out.
My mates are all getting into drugs, but I don't know what to do. Should I charge them mates' rates or just normal prices?
Dear Deirdre, I am a control freak. What should I do? I'll tell you what I should do.
I am 96, but I'm convinced that young women fancy me. Do I have penile dementia?
I've been wanting to come and see you for a long time, but I can't get out of the chair!
I am a man trapped inside the body of a woman. Could you tell us, please, how to get out of position 43 of the Kama Sutra?
I work in the public sector, and I'm really worried about my pension.
The next topic is teaching. Who wants to come in on that? Greg.
I was a teacher for many, many years, ladies and gentlemen, and I knew the day I had to leave teaching, it was simple because a very clear sign was given to me that I should leave the profession by a child, because a child walked into my lesson 20 minutes late. I was a very strict teacher. I was livid, yeah? I was almost as mad as if that child had been running in the school corridor, right? I thought, I am having this little bastard. I am having this. So I gave him my most ruthless teacher stare when he walked in, something like... Maybe not that sexually aggressive. That would work. That would work, though, wouldn't it? They wouldn't be late again then, would they? Oh, dear. Where have you been? No, it wasn't right. was furious. I went, oh, really? Oh, really? And I could see that child didn't give a shit, right? And I thought, oh, no, this is the end of my teaching career. And I went, where have you been? And he went, yeah, sorry, sir. I went, really? Are you? Well, where the hell have you been for 20 minutes? And I promise you, that child looked me in the face and went, yeah, sorry, sir. I've been living La Vida Loca. What can you say to that? I said, fair enough, sit down. Anyone who quotes Ricky Martin at me, ladies and gentlemen, isn't friend for life.
Well done, Greg. The answer is cheese, wine and rubbish. What is the question?
What 3 words best describe France?
What are my ex-girlfriend's pet names for my testicles and penis?
With gas bills rising, what advice has one executive at Centrica, the owners of British Gas?
I love this guy. Put on 2 jumpers. Could he be more evil?
I think the thing for me is that I don't think there's any way of gauging how hot pensioners should be, because there is no limit to how hot pensioners seem to want to be. Speaking to my granny, I'm pretty sure I could pour a boiling pan of jam in her face. I have walked into there and almost turned into a pillar of salt sometimes. And to be honest with you, if the heat doesn't get you in that woman's flat, then the speakers on the telly will make you mentally ill.
Lines you wouldn't hear in a superhero movie.
No, R. Kelly, you can't join the Fantastic Four. It's not enough to believe you can fly.
Unlikely letters for an Agony aunt to receive.
Dear Deirdre, can that giant man lift me up like a baby? You bet your ass he can.
Dear Auntie, my testicles are the size of space hoppers. I don't need any advice, I just wanted to tell someone.
The topic is the human body.
I have to tell you that being a tall man in this country is tedious, ladies and gentlemen. Tedious, because in small towns throughout the country, there are a series of jokes prepared by the locals on our behalf. I'll be walking innocently into a local pub or down the street, and I'll get several jokes. One of the jokes might be this. Just to give you an example of the level we're talking about. Another joke might be, what's the weather like up there? It's freezing. There's a massive climate change in this amount of space here. You toothless buffoon. And probably the most offensive example of this is genuine. I was at a cash point and there was a little old woman in front of me at the cash point tapping away with her claws. And I'm sorry, I'm just quite angry about this. And when she'd finished, bless her heart, she turned around and she hadn't seen me. She turned around and she went like this. Oh! Not that sexually. She said, oh! And then with no hint of irony at all, she asked me this question. Would you like a job at my house, changing light bulbs? No. No, old woman. I have plans of my own. Now, get out of the way of the cash point. 20 minutes is long enough for you to have worked out that that's a Tesco club card.
Thank you very much, Greg.
Science, please.
OK, science is the category. The answer is 40 years. What's the question?
What is the average waiting time at Glasgow A&E on a Friday night?
Deleted lines from a fantasy film.
This will never work, Frodo. You all right, John? How's it going, all right? Yeah. How's the kids? All right? See you later.
Things you don't want to hear from your flatmate.
I'd give it 10 minutes in the toilet if I were you. That one could talk.
Only if you found out that his charming Spanish wife sold salad would his popularity have been any lower
I think if two Labour MPs find themselves against each other, they should combine, like the Transformers, to make one super MP and destroy all of the Liberals forever.
There's something in that plan. Maybe slightly more working out than that.
It's the 1 year anniversary of the coalition.
Yes.
At this point, I bet David forgot. I bet Nick was ringing up going, so where are you taking me? We know where he's taking you. And how roughly.
I agree. Cameron is constantly going on about the strength of the union and how strong they are. I think they should be made to kiss in public. That's what we used to do at primary school. If people said they liked each other, we made them kiss.
By the way, was this during your career as a pupil or during your later career as a teacher?
It was a prison. It was a prison school, I was at.
OK. Subject is family. Who wants to come in on that? Greg.
All of my family are obsessed by the ageing process. Every single generation of us are obsessed by it at the moment. I'll just share this with you before I talk about other family members, just so I can get it off my chest. I was visiting my parents last week, and an old family friend came up to us in the street and said to my mum, "Hello, Pauline, how are you?" She said, "I'm all right, thanks, Kath, how are you?" And then she looked up at me and she said, "Hello, Bob, how are you?" Bob is my dad. He is 75 years of age. All of us are obsessed with it. All of us are obsessed with ageing in our family. Even my nan. My nan is doing her best to hold off the years. She puts a pound of face cream on every single morning, you know, and there's not a face cream on the market that works, ladies and gentlemen. I know that because of my nan, because she's a lovely woman, but she's religiously applied this stuff, and with the best will in the world, her face is ruined. I said to her, "You've spent all that time and all that money, Gran, and your face is no better than Grandad's." And he's dead. He died in the war. He got shot in the face. With a cannon. Is it how many doors do a Jehovah's Witness have to knock on before someone lets them in? Is it what rhymes with Schmive 100 million?
OK, if that's what we're doing, then can I have the correct answer, please?
That's the end of the round, then?
Yeah, that's definitely a sign of either the end of the round or the end of days.
Did you see John Prescott's offer to the people who didn't manage to get tickets? John Prescott put a tweet out saying, if you've missed out on tickets to the Olympic Games, the East Hull Olympic Games start today in the park in my constituency, which is kind of like saying, can't afford the opera? Well, there's a tramp at the bottom of my road. Yes, he whistles my way.
Greg, why are you following John Prescott on Twitter?
Private reasons. What? I had a haircut in Turkey and they set fire to my ear hair.
Really? Oh, yeah, where they liked it, but not the entire thing, just like they...
No, they didn't just...
Paraffin all over. Welcome! Thank you for coming to Crazy Omar's Barbershop.
Things you wouldn't hear at a school assembly.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, boys and girls. I've just had a shit the size of a baby seal. A wise man once said, boys and girls, that if you try your hardest, you can fulfil your dreams. Generally, that's true. Not for you, though, Tom. You can't read. So...
The next topic is unlikely things to hear on a TV talent show.
You're right. I can't sing. Thanks. Oh. Where's my double act partner? Oh, he's in here. Feeling nothing more than feeling, trying to fall.
First subject is fatherhood. Who wants to come in on that? Greg.
Yeah, my father has taken fatherhood in a very strange direction in the last few years. And it started about 3 years ago at Christmas when he announced to me, and this is a quote, and all of what I'm about to tell you is entirely real. This happened. He said to me, "Son, I am 72. I said, "I'm aware of that." He said, "Yes. I've decided from now on I shall start behaving exactly as I see fit." And I said, "Well, I would welcome that." He said, "I'm glad you agree, because when you come home for Christmas, you'll discover this year that I am wearing a Christmas outfit." I went, "All right, then." I got home, and true to his word, he was wearing a Christmas outfit. I swear to you, it was one giant pair of white underpants that stretched from his knees to just below his nipples, and a novelty Santa hat with a flashing bulb on the end. And he came downstairs, and this is a quote, "Do you like?" I said, "I find it a bit challenging." He said, "I don't give a shit what you think." And he went off to eat some cheese. This is where it gets weird. I went out that night with some of the people in my hometown. Midnight, anticipating me coming home, my mother tells me he did this. He went upstairs in his panter outfit. He went to my mother's sheet drawer, for she has one. He took out a double white sheet, he placed that over his head, he went out into their garden and he hid in a bush. With a view to giving me, his then 40-year-old son, a bit of a scare. Presumably, my mother is so sick of his shit, she decided not to tell him something that she full well knew, that on that occasion, I'd stayed over at a friend's house. It's not strictly relevant, but I went out with a Greek girl once.
I can't imagine how this wouldn't be relevant to discussion of their economy.
Did you not have much money, Greg?
Yes.
I'm just throwing it in.
Unlikely things to hear in a police station.
Right, listen up. We've got a new man starting. He's half man, half horse. It's Inspector Morse. Right, listen up. There's a giant fly attacking the station. I've called the SWAT team.
Unlikely things to hear in a science documentary.
And as the sperm swim towards the eggs, it's hard not to think that I've ruined this fried breakfast.
I was in the bank the other day, this is absolute truth, and a man had a shit on the floor. It was the most shocking thing I've ever seen in my life. He just shook it out
that is one hell of a deposit that he has made.
He probably normally does all of his banking on the internet, but he couldn't log on that day. Is it what Peter Andre says when he's asked what his daily routine is?
Our trains, our toilets and our celebrities.
Is it high pitched but not Australian anymore?
Our trains, our toilets, our celebrities.
I went to a voice coach to get rid of my Australian accent, and I can't help thinking she's done something wrong.
I've been over in this country for a while, so I sometimes slip into both fucking accents. Our trains got them a six-pack. I don't miss my jeans. And the celebrities are making the money for the kids.
On the Peter Andre thing. Where it makes the money for the children. That was it.
Is it?
No.
What three things were most complained about at the Queen's Jubilee?
If you can do that in a proper voice.
OK. But three things were most
Was it not a bit strange that they built that really elaborate, beautiful rowboat called, what's it called, the Gloriana?
Gloriana, my mate built that.
For the Queen, and yet... Was it just me who thought it's a bit weird that she's not on it? Because the only person who was on it was Claire Balding, as far as... Essentially, there's thousands of foreign tourists who think that Claire Balding is the Queen. I saw the British Queen the other day. Looks like she can handle herself in a pub fight.
Unlikely things to hear at an awards ceremony.
And predictably, for the 50th year running, the rear of the year has been won by the same man. Come on up, Chris. It's a Chris Rea joke.
And the award for best film, Kling film.
Oh, that was all right, though, was it? It's bullshit, Dara.
It's all politics, man.
And the best posthumously released rap record goes to Kim Yong for I Told You I Was Ill. Too late. And the winner of Rear of the Year goes to Chris Rea.
Okay. Our next topic is unlikely lines from a thriller.
I want to make you a vodka martini. You can't handle vermouth. I would like to gently lift your horse's foot. You can't handle the hoof. And as his eyes gradually became accustomed to the shadowy darkness, he realised he was not alone in that room. Who is it?
It's me, Peter!
People make an awful lot about the pressure that kids are under, and I suppose they are, but speaking as an ex-teacher, that when it comes to exam time, there's far worse pressure on the teachers, because you have to spend sometimes 4 or 5 hours in those halls just walking up and down, and it's a recipe for insanity. I had no choice when I was teaching but to invent a game called Compile. It was just to see who could walk up and down the aisle the campest. We started off just sort of slightly mincing. Honestly, by the end of it, I was walking down a full aisle of children like this. And I knew it was time for me to leave teaching when I got to the end of one aisle, genuinely. During an actual GCSE, a kid looked up at me and went...
So were you essentially voguing your way?
I'm not exaggerating. By the end of it, I was like...
The thing is, they want to make the exams harder, don't they? You know, but surely they're hard enough already if your teacher is walking up and down, helping it up.
Oh, no, I'm still qualified, technically. We'll have to cut this bit out.
Really? Is that your safety net?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Do you think anybody, having seen you in In-Betweeners, anybody is ever going to...
Well, you've always got a trade.
I was in an exam when I was at school. My mate, at the back of the hall, went... We were all waiting to leave. Someone at the back of the hall went... Meow. Mr. Nearden, the exam invigilator, went... And then someone else went... Meow. And then... Meow. From different parts of the hall, and it led to my favourite sentence I've ever heard come out of an adult's mouth, which was, all right, no one leaves until the meowing stops.
Unlikely things to hear on a property show.
Get that fish out of here, it stinks. You should never leave a place in the sun. This week on Grand Designs, my gran designs a house. It'll be shit. She's got terrible arthritis and not even a rudimentary qualification. Knock it down, tarmac it, fuck 'em.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear in a maternity ward.
I'd stay up that end and talk to your wife if I were you, Mr. Smith. It looks like Alien versus Predator down here. Oh, this isn't your first baby, is it?
What has Gove said the schools must now promote?
My new DVD.
Oh, sorry, so he has to say British values.
These on.
You do.
What has Gove said schools must promote?
His new DVD.
Yeah. Say that again, sorry, say it again.
His new DVD.
No, not you.
Is that poo in the river, said he, or... Sorry, it's, We know where it's going. Yes, said Tigger, and we're never holidaying in Newcastle again.
Why is this man in the news this week?
He's the Prime Minister of our country, darling.
This week's clip... I'm fluffed it there now. This week's clip...
You fluffed it so much as...
This week's clip featured the leaders.
So what do you want to know about me? I like reading, cinema, socialising with friends and a cheeky farm up the arse. Farm up the arse. That's always funny, isn't it? How would a farm up the arse never got some?
I don't know. I can think of a lot of circumstances where it's not the least funny thing in the world, a thumb for the arse.
Yeah, true.
I've forgotten.
The topic is animals. Who wants to come in? That's Romish.
There's no one there.
How shit would you be in the cast of the new Star Wars film? This is a picture of David Cameron lobbying European leaders to block the appointment of former Luxembourg PM Jean-Claude Juncker as the new president of the European Commission. Oh, I fucked it up again. It's the Juncker, isn't it? Fuck him and his stupid name.
Apparently the cabinet now is more Eurosceptic. But imagine thinking that Europe doesn't actually exist. I mean, I had a near-Europe experience once when I was on holiday in Kent. I found myself walking along a tunnel towards the light. In the end, someone said, bonjour. That's so unfair, I thought I led a good life.
You're never quite sure which week Milton is actually mocking, are you?
Now we play a round called Bake Off as Mocked Off. This game involves Ivo Graham and Ed Gamble, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launched a wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel, please. And the topic is technology. Ivo.
I think our generation were a bit of a crossover generation when it came to modern technology. So, for example, I had access to computers as a teenager at my school, but not proper video games. So the video games that I played as a teenager were the ones that came free with the computers. Whew. And let me tell you what a rock and roll mid-noughties existence that was. Those long afternoons on my own spent playing Minesweeper, playing pinball, and trying to scroll down all the way to the bottom of Microsoft Excel. Not strictly a video game, but when you're lonely enough, still feels like an achievement. And I'm proud to stand here now and boast in front of you all that I've completed Excel and lived to tell the tale. I've gone where few mortals dare to tread, all the way down, all the way right. Written my name in that bottom right-hand Excel cell. I won't tell you what that cell is called, 'cause it would blow your minds. I spent a joyous moment just hovering over Control-P, just imagining the carnage. Did I have the balls? The sheer granite testes to print off the entirety of Excel on the school paper supply. I didn't in the end, but the thought experiment was enough alone. Then in my last year, we got a games console, our first group video game, Mario Kart. If you're not familiar with it, it's the greatest video game and thing of all time. Since tried intercourse, still prefer Mario Kart. Mario Kart, we're actively encouraged to finish first. And if you do, there's no shame.
Well done, Ivo Graham. OK, that leaves us with Ed. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is relationships. Where you go.
I am in a serious relationship. That's what she makes me say. Serious. I'm in a serious relationship. This is my partner. Sounds like you're in a law firm, is what it sounds like. Serious relationship. Sounds like a disease. How's your relationship? I'm sorry to say it's serious. I'm not in a serious relationship. I'm in a silly relationship. You tell me if you think this sounds like a serious relationship. The other day, me and my girlfriend were having a discussion about the Beatles. At some point during that discussion, she forgot George Harrison's name. Now, she previously knew George Harrison's name, but her brain did something to her that all of our brains do to us now and again. It just deleted a fact for no reason. And it panics you when that happens. You think, am I going mad? Am I going senile? You go on a spiral of panic and worry, and I could see she was worried. And any good boyfriend in that situation would have told her George Harrison's name, and I am a good boyfriend. But I am a better comedian. So what I chose to do in that situation was write down every guess that she took at George Harrison's name. I have memorised them, and I'm now going to recite them to you, the good people of Mock the Week. Here we go. Guess number 1. John, Paul, Ringo, John. There it is. She thought there might have been 2 Johns in the Beatles. Maybe the Beatles were a double John band. And as if we'd remember them in that order, we wouldn't go John, Paul, Ringo, John. We wouldn't bookend it with Johns. It would be John, John, Paul, Ringo, John, John, or Paul, Ringo and the Johns. She knew that was wrong immediately. I squawked in her face. Guess number 2. John, Paul, Ringo, Joseph. Hello, Joseph. What are you doing in there? I didn't realise the Beatles were a nativity-themed band. 3 guys with 60s hairdos, 1 child with a tea towel tied to his head. Again, she knew it was wrong. I was on the floor already. Then her brain gave her a little free pass, gave her a clue, gave her the surname. Thank you, brain. John, Paul, Ringo, Tony Harrison. Oh, Tony, you're not part of this conversation. Please remove yourself from the vicinity immediately. I said, you're half right. You're half right. I promise you, her next guess was Harrison Ford. Thank you very much.
Bravo. Very good. Get that round. The points go to Ed Gamble. Yes, the question I was looking for is, what will the gap between Olympic Games be for the newly announced 2020 host city Tokyo? This is news that Tokyo has beaten rivals Madrid and Istanbul to stage the 2020 Olympics and Paralympics. The last time the city hosted the Olympics was in 1964.
France are going to be pissed off, aren't they? Because, like, Japan's got it, Spain didn't get it, and Turkey didn't get it. Now, Spain didn't have any money, Turkey's next to a war zone, and Japan's had some nuclear meltdown, and still Paris can't get the games.
Yeah. Aren't the 2020 Olympics for people with perfect vision?
Harsh with the 2020 Paralympics blind events, if you expect that as well. Honestly.
I think the mascot for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics has got to be Godzilla, hasn't it? I mean, it'd be fantastic. They're all doing the sailing, and then suddenly this mascot looms out of the sea. They'll break world records. They'll never have sailed that quickly.
They said, didn't they? They said that Fukushima was no problem because it's... how far away is it?
It's 100 miles away.
So that gives them lots of time to stop the mutant lizard destroying the opening ceremony.
I didn't know Boris Johnson was going.
Yeah.
How are they... So what is the Japanese government going to do about Fukushima?
In my experience, these things tend to sort themselves out.
Give it a couple of million years, it'll be fine.
This too shall pass. Just about 10 million years.
Just hope during the Olympics the rowers don't fall out of their boats, you know, into the radioactive water. Double skulls? Yes, actually.
Yeah. Copters fours.
I'm with you. The Fukushima is they're going to build an ice wall to trap the water, because the water's dripping out of
Is it being solved by the X-Men or something?
I'm not saying they're going to build it with their minds. They're actually going to have to dig with the machine and stuff. They're going to storm, make ice wall with your breath.
What will the ice wall do, then? You did physics.
It'll block the bad things from getting into the other place. Obviously, I've made it a little bit more comprehensible.
They've actually restarted fishing off Fukushima, haven't they? And so you can now apparently get real fish fingers and a cod drumstick. So,
which sports, by the way, are back in the Olympics and look like they weren't going to be in?
Whaling.
Yeah.
You watch, they'll be right back in with that.
Yeah.
Kiss chase.
Yeah, kiss chase is in. Hide and seek, they're doing that.
Hide and seek was. Somebody actually did propose hide and seek.
Iraq could win that.
Yeah.
The next round is called Between the Lines. Rory and Hugh, can you make your way to the Mock the Week press pit? In this round, one player takes the role of a famous person making a speech, while the other says what they really mean. So, Rory, you are Prince Charles giving a speech on the occasion of his mother's birthday. Hugh, tell us what he's really saying. Take it away.
Hello, Mummy. Gosh, you look so well.
Blast.
A little birdie tells me.
It's all over the newspapers.
Today is a very special day.
You're still alive.
I don't know how you do it.
I don't know why you do it.
You just seem to go on and on.
And on and on. And on.
I'm sure I speak for the rest of the family when I say... It's very good.
Thank you very much.
What do you do?
I make organic biscuits.
Oh, wonderful. Marvellous, it's true. So I've lost the thread now. Anyway, we hope you have a lovely day. Looking forward to the 21-gun salute.
They're loaded.
Rory and you. Very good. That's it. The point for both of you that day.